What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Y'all, look at this. A mess back there. A mess. That's how I start. What's up, soil family? I'm in the house, y'all, just because I'm in the house. I hope y'all are having an amazing. What's today? Saturday, right? Or is it Friday? Uh-oh. Saturday. This is Thanksgiving week, the kickoff to the holidays, I guess. I ain't green right now, but I was green yesterday. But what's up, Janet? Cruising, Thunder Stick. Let me see who else in here. Forging and Urban Farming, Knit Soul, Mary. It's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Y'all know I get my days all crossed up. I asked Bobby the other day what day it was. He said he didn't know neither. So we both in the same boat. What are you doing? Get out of here and go lay down. Come speak. Here. Let me let him speak so we can get on with this. Say hello. Okay. Good boy. So, y'all, today we want to talk about gardening. How to garden. We get a lot of questions, and majority on Facebook. But I just decided to tie both streams in. Excuse me, sir. Can I do this? Thank you. I decided to tie them both in so we can all talk about gardening because y'all know I ain't a pro. I'm 2 years at this and still learning. And I always say together we are stronger. We know the more of us it is, the more we know. Get out. Get out. Bye. Out. Go lay down. So, what's up, Rich Dad? Cassandra, Dave? Yeah. Y'all, I hope y'all doing great today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for us, show us some love, and we're going to get right to it. So, gardening, we get a lot of questions of how did we get started. So, I'm going to let Bobby tell his side when he come up here. But I'm going to tell my side. I did not grow up in gardening, homesteading, farming, none of that. I grew up as basically a corporate child. My parents, business, well, my dad passed away 23 years ago, but my parents were business owners my entire life growing up. Like my 10th birthday present was a snack shop, a soup and sandwich shop in Virginia. And, my parents had businesses. So I don't really recall gardening. My dad was from Philadelphia. My mom was from Virginia. My mom do talk about little things we did on a regular growing up gardening. So I did not garden. I would go and clean a boiler house or something, but I won't go garden even as a child. Hey, Cena Renee. So fast forward 30 years later. So I met Bobby. Bobby, mom is a gardener and she loved the garden. She loved to grow stuff, plants, house plants, whatever. And he learned a lot of that from watching his mom. When the pandemic came, shut everything down. We had a friend home with us, as most of y'all know. She passed away on her 108th birthday here with us at home. She was happy. She was great. It was just time for her to go. And after that, Bobby said, well, I don't want you going back, out in the medical field, in the hospital, nursing home, none of that. It's too dangerous. Stay home, take care of home, and I got the bills. And I was like, okay. But he was always outside. My mom just planted tomatoes, but didn't teach us how to grow. Yeah. Bobby was always outside with his like banana plants and stuff. I started dabbling with dragon fruit first. And we would travel sometime to get like dragon fruit cuttings or people would send them to us. But that was the most that I did because I'm terrified of everything. Flying, bugs, snakes, frogs, lizards. I don't want no parts of them. So I kind of stayed back out the way, but I would walk around a little bit. So once Sandy passed away, it was like, okay, I got to find something to do. And my husband loved the garden. So let me go out here and see what's up with that. And I started getting out there with him and helping him a little bit. And then we had like 28 variety of dragon fruit, which lined our driveway. We have a horseshoe driveway, and we had dragon fruit lined around our driveway, and we had a small garden on the side of the house. Hey, Marie. And that was the extent. It was a very small garden, and that was it. And we are 1 acre suburban. We have neighbors. Like, we stand and talk to our neighbors from our front porch, and they could be on their porch. So we have neighbors. They are very close. We do have 1 acre, but it's not like rural or farm area. So I decided to get out there and start helping and seeing what it was all about. Well, my first year I went crazy because I wanted to grow every herb, everything. I always say I don't eat this and I don't eat that, but all the varieties. And I'm like, man, some of this stuff is beautiful. We need to grow this just because it's pretty. But then we started YouTube about 2 years ago. Y'all have introduced us to so many varieties and so many new things. At first I was like, these people crazy. They are seed heads, and I don't want to grow nothing from a seed. I don't know. I don't understand, but okay. And then we got seeds. I think At Home with Cherie was the first one that sent me seeds. Well, I'm talking about it because I'm now a seed head. I still got my bag. I still got the bag. I love this bag, but she sent me a bag of seeds, and I was like, okay. Let's see about that. So me mom made me work in the garden, earn my fish time. I wish, but I've learned a lot now. So my first year gardening, I went crazy. And my husband was like, look, chill, because you're doing too much. Like, I wanted all these different herbs, all this different stuff. So what we do is, well, first, my advice to a new gardener is you definitely want to try to connect with somebody that loves gardening, because you need to talk about gardening. I'm just saying. I can talk to I don't care. You ain't got to love gardening. I'm going to talk to you. If I see you in the store and you buy your food, I will tell you, you should grow that. You should try to grow that, and you'd be surprised at how good it'll taste. I can have a conversation with anybody about gardening. So I would say definitely try to connect with somebody like-minded, because that's motivation and encouragement there. And, it may be online. You'd be surprised. It's a huge following when it comes to gardening and homesteading. My second advice would be grow something you love. If you love tomatoes, let me show you what my tomato sleeves look like. And we're not tomato eaters. These are all tomato seeds. All these are different. So if you love tomatoes, I say start with tomatoes. Start in a pot. Start small and work your way up. That will change real quick. I'm gonna start eating. Michelle, questions. I want to make sure I get your questions. But other than that, gardening is pretty simple. I say keep it simple. I always say when you complicate something or start with all this other stuff, it's like, oh my God, I'm lost and I don't want to do it now. Squirrels and raccoons eat your tomatoes. What? We don't have that issue. So we got a BB gun and 3 dogs. so we pretty good over here. I'm gonna answer Michelle's questions. So one question is, any natural remedies you can share? One of my favorite, cayenne. I treat cayenne as a herb more so than a spice because of the medicinal benefits to it. take cayenne every day. It has helped with my blood pressure. It helped with your energy, your blood flow, a lot of things, inflammation. So cayenne, cayenne is a good one. We are not heat people. We don't like hot food and things like that. But I love my cayenne because of the benefits. So check out cayenne pepper. You can grow it and you can do so much with it. Um, do I can? I don't can. I mean, I do have a canner. Oh, it's in the other room. But and I did can a couple things and last year, and those couple things are still sitting on my baker's rack, probably waiting on Andell to come and get them because I'm terrified to use them. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm just terrified, and I know I shouldn't be, but I am. I did can. I got past that being afraid of canning, and I did can some tomato sauce that we made from tomatoes that we grew, or spaghetti sauce. Um, my husband canned some broth, but I'm terrified to use it, so it's just sitting in there. we freeze dry everything, and that I don't have a problem with using anything freeze dried. Like I have sea moss that I freeze dried, and it's good. As you can see it moving around, it's just powder, but I love it. So I'm terrified of canning. And I did do a Canon 101 series 1 month for a whole month over on YouTube where we talked about all things Canon, and I'm still terrified. So, oh my goodness. Sat outside one day with a super soaker. Yeah, that's what you got to do. So then when they see my husband, they take off running. Hey, Donna. What's up, y'all? No, I use a very large pot. Do you take it or use it in the tea? So my cayenne, is that what you asking me? Cayenne, I want to see if I have it. My cayenne pepper, I might have one close by, and I might not. Oh, I do. So my cayenne pepper, I have a tincture. And hey, she is sunshine. My tincture, I just drop it in my water or I'm just drinking iced coffee. Now, I'll just drop some in whatever I'm drinking and I'll drink it. I'm done for the day. If my back is aching or hurting real bad, I made a cayenne salve. And I have videos for these, maybe on Facebook, but I know on YouTube. It doesn't smell like cayenne or anything, but it's icy hot. And it's great. It's just like icy hot, it's just natural. So even when I went to my doctor and I told them they said, I know you make something. And I said, yeah, I make some rub with cayenne pepper. And she said, yeah, I'm not going to give you anything because what I'm going to give you has capsaicin in it. So the cayenne pepper is capsaicin. Keep using the cayenne pepper. Then you don't have to pay for anything. So cayenne is my best friend. So I do take the tincture. You can use it in your food to season, and you can use it as a salve. You can drink it as a tea. So many things. Hey, son, you'll take the things off my hand. So our YouTube name is Black's Tropical Homestead also. My parents were also from Philly. Yeah, my dad was from Philly. Been using our canned, in fact, trust my canned food better than some of the store. Yeah, so I mean, and I'm with you on that. I would definitely trust my own food, canned or not, frozen, freeze dried, dehydrated before the store because they trying to take us out, y'all. Trying to tell y'all. Definitely look into ways of preserving your own food because it is very important. And you can grow so much food. So much food. One seed, y'all. One seed. And that's what we're going to talk about. How do you start? You live in Hatfield. Ultimate Acres. What's up, Soil family? How do you start gardening? Okay, we got past the finding like-minded people that will encourage you and root you on and have your back, and you can swap seeds with and get information from. Um, Next thing, where's the box? Oh, something like this. Get your Baker Creek seed catalog. This thing, y'all remember the what is it called? You remember the hey Reba, the Toys R Us catalog. I do make body butters, but I don't sell them. I only make them for my best friend. Hey, Jones True. Remember the Toys R Us catalog, or somebody said the Sears catalog? You used to get it and you would mark it up, all this paint and circle everything that you want. That's what this Baker Creek catalog, and it's more than just Baker Creek, but I love Baker Creek catalogs. They are dangerous, but they tell you what seeds they sell. They show you what these, look at that. That's a cucumber right there. That's a cucumber. So they tell you about all this amazing different things that you can grow, and they sell the seeds for it. So I say get a catalog, study it, see what you like, what's in there, what's pretty, which would catch your eyes, and get some seeds. Far as starting your seeds, I would use a kit like this. Seed starter kit plus Grow Life. Everything. I love this kit because everything is in it. All of my trays were in here, which have separate, what do you call these, cells? I don't know how many cells in this thing, but it's a lot. Then it have a catch tray for your water. So once you put your seed starting mix in here and you drop your seeds in here, you can water them from the bottom. It got a greenhouse effect dome that go over top. And then you have vents here where they can breathe. This one even come with the lights that go on the top. They got a little slot for the lights up here. I don't know if you can see it. The heating mat, it come with its own heating mat and everything. This kit was amazing. All of this stuff. Moisture reader, labels, a little shovel, scoop, everything. Everything. I just got new Grow Light, still need that tray. Oh my God. No, so this Reba came from Amazon. So I do have the link posted. I pinned the link on YouTube and I'll drop it again on Facebook. But this is a good way to start seeds. Like most places started their fall seeds already or have their fall plants out already. This is a great way to start your seeds and keep them indoor until they get big and strong. Then you can put them out. Same thing for spring, your gardening in the spring. Start your seeds early. You know, the whole kit is there. All you have to do is add soil, seed, and water to it, and you're good to go. You're growing. Now, I'm going to drop this link again for Reba. There you go. So, and everything is in that kit. I was like, man, everything is in here. Even the grow lights. I was like, the grow lights in here? And the heat pad. So, I thought that was great. Now, I'm the type that I love salads. I love my salads. I always want to grow lettuce. Here in the South, you cannot grow lettuce majority of the year because it's just too hot and the bugs ain't going to let you be great. So I started growing indoor. And I'm going to show you another system, another great way to start seeds. And we're going to start some seeds together. If I can turn around over here. getting plants. Um, so that's a good question, Reba. So most of the time you can pull them out long as your roots don't go through the bottom, because these trays, each cell got these little holes in it. So long, y'all heard the chickens in the background, they so busy. So long as your roots don't go through this hole, you should be good. But these, you can squeeze them a little bit to loosen them up around the sides and pull your your plants out. But try not to leave them in too long to where the roots will start growing through the bottom of the pot, and you should be fine. This, I'm gonna turn it. This system here, this is a hydroponic system. I was smart enough not to bring, hey, Huga, bring the box in. But this is a hydroponic system. To me, this is the best way to start seeds. Even though we do use these cells, because we got a whole bunch of them up there now going. But this is the fastest way to start seeds or even grow your groceries. You can grow, I call it my salad bar. I put it in the, hey, G Mama Grows. I'll put it in the kitchen on the counter, and I can grow my lettuce there. And I did have like 2 different kind of lettuce growing over the summer because I want my salad. So this system come with everything you need. And they come in different sizes. This is a big 21 max, I think, something like that. So it's 21 holes on here. This one, it can get a little, this thing is actually a little louder than my freeze dryer. So this one tells you how to hook it up and everything. I do have on the floor 2.5 gallon container of water, and I got a hose down in it because this thing will water itself, it'll feed itself. So inside, under this tray here, you put all of your food in this little compartment. Let me bring you over here. I think it's pinned, Janet. So see on the inside of there, it's just a big water tank. So okay. So perhaps it can be. So it should be Salva, name Black's Tropical Hydroponic System. It should be 2 links, Janet. One for this thing and one for the seed starting kit. So this thing, I control it with my phone. I can tell it what to do from my phone. So I did fill it up halfway, but then I stopped. So this is called Let's Pot. Hey, Granny. It's called Let Pot. And this app will tell you it's too much light. This light will tell you. This app will tell you everything going on. Nope, too bright with your machine. So I'm gonna hit. I need more water in it. I just told it I needed more water. And you can hear it. It's loud. But it's filling up with water. What it'll do is it'll fill with water. Let me see, Janet. It'll fill with water, and hey, Auntie, it will give itself the amount of food that it needs. So I put half the bottle of each of these. They have a plant A and a plant B food, and I gave it half of these bottles, and I just put them in that reservoir. Now the machine will tell it when it needs water or when it got too much, or when it got enough, it'll stop filling. It'll kick on when it needs to. You can control. Let me see if you can see. the brightness of the lights. So it only go to 7, but I got it turned all the way down because I don't even have any plants in it yet. So where's she is, Sunshine? Type if you are on YouTube, you can type in Soil Family, one word, and Nightbot will drop a link to your channel so people can check you out. But this machine came with everything except seeds and water. These little baskets, I just stuck one basket in each hole, and then it come with a little sponge like this. So I'll drop one in each hole. But because I'm going to plant, I'm going to start not broccoli. I want to start some kohlrabi seeds. So, and this is one of those things that you don't hear about until you start gardening for the most part. Kohlrabi. Most people are like, I've never heard of that. We had never heard of a kohlrabi, and I was like, I don't think I want to grow that. But these things are delicious. They remind me of cabbage, but the texture of potato. The thing about these brassica seeds, this is fall gardening now. The thing about brassica seeds, they are little. They just little balls. So they're kind of hard to keep up with. And with these, hey, thank you, Psalms. With these little seeds, I just put 2 or 3 in a pot. So you just drop them. It's a little hole in the top of it. You just drop them down in the hole. I'm only going to drop 2 in here. This thing has a good germination. See, it just kicked off all by itself. Great. So now I have 2 or 3 seeds in here. I'm going to drop it in the back. This thing also came with, what did I do with it? All this extra stuff. So I can change the top and put a bigger basket up there for bigger plants. I can cover up holes that I'm not using because you don't want the light to change your water. So you cover up the holes so no light will shine through. It has these attachments so you can support your plants when they get bigger. They have these little dome covers so you can cover up your seeds before it only takes 2 or 3 days most of the time and they'll start sprouting. Also have labels. Y'all know this is like a gardener's worst enemy because we always say, oh, I'm going to remember what that is. No, we ain't. No, we ain't. I just came to the conclusion this year that I will never remember what I planted. I know it's a tomato, but I don't know what kind. So now I can label my plants and stick my label in here. Now I don't have to guess. What is this and what is that? So you got a bunch of little slots up here where you can stick a card in here to keep your labels. So you'll know what you're planting. So I think that is great. Most systems don't. What am I doing wrong? Most systems don't have this little labeling system, but this one does. And I thought that was great. So I'm going to start kohlrabi today and something else. Hey, Byron Holmes. I'm going to start kohlrabi. Oh, and cabbage. Bobby got tons of cabbage out there, but I got a different cabbage that I want to try. So I'm going to start the seeds for it today. And when you put these, it's just a sponge. When you put it in there, it'll soak up the water. And then your plants are good. They'll take care of themselves. And this thing, I don't have to worry about, oh man, I forgot to check my water. Long as I got water in the bucket under it, in that container under it, it's going to get water. So I'm not worried. So I want to make sure I put seeds in all of my baskets. So I'm going to fill this thing up. And then in a few days I'll show y'all. It's amazing. Like these seeds can germinate within 24 hours. And a day or two, they'll be sticking out, showing off. So I'll be stalking this thing. I'm in here every day because the chickens, as you can hear. But I will label, which I'm not good at. But I have to label. I don't have a choice because I get tired of waiting on something to see what it is. Hey, Les. So we're gonna fill this up with right now. We're gonna fill it up with kohlrabi, and when we find something we like, we try to grow enough to last us a year if possible. So like our long bean, we have enough long bean. I told Bobby the other day when we were discussing our Thanksgiving dinner, I said we have vegetables. So that's one thing we don't have to buy because we grow so much. Even though we're growing collards and broccoli, and I'm sure I can get collards next week from the garden, but we got so much stuff. I said, there's no point in buying it because we have everything we need. And then I get so sick of as soon as you get something, it's on recall. So I said, I need to get in some of these challenges where, like these pantry challenges, where you can only eat what you have for 2 or 3 months. I really need to do that, but we spoiled, so we won't. So these little domes I'm gonna put over top. And what I do, because I don't like to, I'll put one on each one. I don't like to put the sticker on the top of here and write on it. So all I do is lay something across the top of these just to block it because they don't need light right now. So I'll actually cut the light off and they won't have any light for a few days. This top is adjustable so you can bring it down as low as you need it. And it go up pretty high. It does go up higher than that. My herbs are still lovely. Thankful for that. Fresh. Let me tell you. Now, I know old man winter just would pop up. Pantry challenge. Yeah. Pantry challenge. I think pantry challenges are good because and all this came with the system, y'all. So we didn't have to buy anything to get this started. Now, when you run out of sponges and different things, you can always buy more. But this system is a lifesaver when it comes to growing indoor. So, especially for the northern people, because y'all know y'all weather don't play. So, this device is hydroponic system, and I have seen some things grow so fast in 5 or 6 days. It will be so high, it's crazy, but they grow so fast. I'm ready for old man winter. Do I hit yes? These chickens are grown, y'all. I mean, we raise a lot of chickens. Cujo heard somebody. Ain't nobody but Bob. But them chickens grown. One day I came up here, 2 of them was walking up the hall. They just come back and get in the box like, oh, she mad. Yeah, stay out of my house. But yeah, so we still got baby chicks in here. I'll show y'all. I think they Bantams. I don't know. I think they Bantams. So I have I'm gonna drop it for you again. Because on Facebook, I don't think I know how to pin, or I don't think I can pin things on Facebook. So I'll drop the links for these two systems. With this system, and they do have smaller systems, but this system and the seed starting kit, which I think is great. Everything is in here. So I just dropped it. No problem. No problem. So I think these systems are great, especially for people up north. I mean, they are good. They are great for us in the summer because it do get too hot here for us to be able to grow anything. And that's when we just bring it indoor and grow what we can in here. Now, it's always a crop that will do well in the extreme heat, in the extreme cold, or whatever. It's just work. So, do you have to use new sponge each time you grow something? So, yeah, I don't take my plants out of the sponge. I just put the whole sponge, which is just like some type of biodegradable. It's just it'll dissolve. It's almost like soil, but it's just compact. So your roots will grow through this, and you don't want to tear your roots all up trying to get it out of here. But the root system can be crazy in 7 days in growing with something like this. So I'll just put the whole thing in the ground, take this little sleeve off, the basket off. But yeah, those little sponges are inexpensive. I think they are great for people that get snow. What you drinking?
People who live in small spaces.
What you got?
Drinking some of your coffee. What's up, fam? How y'all doing? I'm gonna sit in with y'all. I'm just gonna be quiet. Let her talk.
And enjoy my coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a peat pod. That's what it is. It's like a peat pod. So I just put the whole thing in the ground. And when you pull them out of this system, they do need a lot of water when you put them in the ground because they used to just sitting in water. But they'll acclimate to the ground and they'll do great. So, but this thing will be full next week. I promise y'all. What we got to do next week? I'm gonna go live so y'all can see what's happening with this thing. It is crazy how fast.
If you live in an apartment or a small space and you don't have no place to grow, that's an amazing piece of equipment to have. You grow your own salads.
Grow your own salads. He said, "Hey, Bobby."
What up? What up? What up?
But yeah, when it's snowing outside, look, Chicago, Philadelphia, all those north states, they can't do nothing when it's snowing. You can still be growing your groceries.
And if you're a grower, you go through withdrawals this time of year. Things start dying back, and you're not able to do your normal routine of going out there and get your therapy from your garden. Okay, this is a way to bandage it until the spring get here.
Yeah, this is it.
God knows I need my therapy.
Should I grow lights and pot them? What do you do if you live in a small space? So honestly, these systems are equipped to be able to hold your groceries. So your tomatoes can ripen on this thing. Peppers can ripen on this thing so much. So, but if you feel like you need to up pot them, yeah, just up pot them. And you do want grow lights because they need a certain amount of light.
So guys, if you don't realize, if you never had one of these systems, the plants will grow pretty big because their root system will grow tremendously underneath there. It's a small hole, but the bottom of it is filled with roots. Yeah. So you will have a ton of green leafy vegetables. So you want to grow stuff like that. Something that get tall and real big and lanky. You probably want to not deal with that as much. But something like lettuce and all that good stuff there, where you can just pop the leaves off and eat them. Great things to grow.
That's what I was doing. I was just turning them, but I'm greedy. So I was taking all the lettuce off. I was like, come on, man, you gotta grow faster or something. But at least every week I was able to harvest lettuce off ours 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah, it's space for them to be comfortable for. They can live. People grow only in these type of systems.
You just need to be eating. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't leave them on there and just don't do anything with them. When the leaves get right, you get enough to have a salad. Have a salad.
Yep. Eat.
Mhm.
That's what it's there for. So
Or whatever you do with it. If you're using it to grow some kind of herbs, use your herbs or pull them off and dehydrate them to save them. Just use it.
yeah, because we had a what was that? Parsley. Our parsley was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It was huge. So, and all we did was pull it out of this thing and put it in a pot. And man, I was like, ooh, couldn't keep up with it. So, your yard is the gym.
The gym and the garden are my therapy. I need both of them.
Yes.
So it's really important to me. Guys, on a side note, it is the holiday season. Please keep up with each other. This is an amazing time for a lot of people. And there's some people that might have lost somebody during this time of year, and it can be real rough for them. Keep an eye on your friends and family, your neighbors,
Yes.
and make sure we are
Everybody's
doing good.
Yeah.
For some reason, we lose a lot of people during this time of year because they're depressed, and all it takes is for somebody to
Call them, text
call
them.
them, let them
knock
know
on
that
the
somebody
door.
care.
Yeah, drop off a plate. Simple things. So what can you grow in something like that? Everything. All your herbs, your vegetable, everything. You can flowers. You can grow everything. This thing got 2 settings on it. So you can put it on vegetable and herbs or fruit and flowers. So you can grow everything in there.
Yeah, it's a mini ecosystem, guys. It got all the water your plants will need, got all the food, and they got the right array of light to make your plants grow. You need nothing else. I mean, you can put it in a dark room. The light cut on for a certain amount of time,
Yep.
and then it cuts off.
I got it set for 12 to 12. I mean 7 to 7.
Mhm.
So which is good for the chickens because they need to be in the dark for a couple hours. Cherry tomatoes for sure. Yes.
Mm.
And kale for sure. I grew Roma and butter crunch lettuce in mine during the summer because I had to have my salad.
Watch your variety. If you're gonna try to do some kind of tomato, it need to be a small plant.
Yeah.
If it's something that grows big, it's gonna grow extra big in this thing.
Real fast.
And yeah, it's probably gonna have. Don't grow a regular size.
So to cover it up, I got all my cells filled. To cover it up, I'm just gonna lay this on the top because right now it doesn't need light. So I'm gonna turn my light off, and you can control this from not just your phone, but from here too. I won't have the light on until my seeds germinate because they don't need light right now. I just got it on because I was setting it all up. But and then once the seeds germinate, I'll go ahead and set the light and it'll be all right. Dwarf or micro-dwarf varieties grow well in hydroponic gardens. Yep.
There you go.
Is it easy to tell? Yes. You will know when something is stressed out in that in this system. So
Have we ever seen anything stressed out? I mean, everything just kind of grows really fast.
and it keep growing.
Yeah, and it's crazy how fast it actually germinates and then get big. Like I wish I could time how long it took for you to start eating salads when you drop them seeds.
I couldn't wait. I was like, ooh. It was like maybe 10 days or so. This thing reminded me of growing microgreens. Not all seeds need to stay away from light. Some seeds need a little light to germinate, but these don't need any light. I only have kohlrabi and cabbage in here, and they'll do good with no light. And they actually do good when the hole is open too, for some reason. So I'm glad to be able to drop them in here. And then I can, once I pull these out, we'll probably pull these out in 2 weeks or so. We can drop onions.
Yeah, our spring is a little earlier than most, so therefore we need to go ahead and get our spring growing. Started early, maybe in January.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we want to grow real early because once the warm weather hit,
It's over.
the bugs will
It's
not let
over.
us have anything.
So that's another thing with the new gardeners. I'm gonna turn this on. Okay. Knowing your zone, which most of us have changed zones because they did update the zones. USDA updated the zones, so we are in a new zone.
You might want to check your zone now.
So to check your zone, you just check what is it, hardiness zone for like a Savannah, Georgia, or what is my grow zone in Savannah, Georgia, and it'll tell you. We have a new grow zone. We went from 8B to 9A, which we've been growing like we were in 11 anyway. So we were excited to see that we are now 9A, but we still grow.
We along with Florida, the upper part of Florida.
So Florida, when we come down there to shop, don't y'all tell us you can't grow this. You can't grow this in Savannah.
Because we don't want to hear it.
Give me my plant. Give me my plant. But couldn't tell in middle Georgia. Okay. So just Google what's my grow zone, and you have to tell it where you live, and it should tell you where your grow zone is. G-Mom Grow still cold. She said she's still in 6A. So mine's changed from 6B to 7A. It's crazy, right, Misty? It's amazing. So check your grow zone and know what you can grow. Now, I ain't gonna say what you can grow, but they say you can grow.
So Misty said it's changed also.
But grow what you want to grow. That's what we say. If you want to grow it, you might have to put in extra work to grow it. I'm telling you, they told us you can't grow mangoes, you can't grow pineapple, no bananas, no.
There's some people in Florida don't even realize you can grow bananas. And I've been doing it 25, 30 years.
Yep.
So that is not true.
No, we grow what we want. We grow what we love, and we are pretty successful at growing it. Start small because it can get overwhelming. Keeping up with a bunch of plants. We got 1 acre loaded, and I'm gonna do a video soon about starting a homestead in 1 acre. So I didn't know there was a grow zone. Yeah, Reba. But BB Queen in the house, so
Yeah, look what you doing up there in B6. Where's she at?
Where's she at? Where you at?
6B?
Reba 4. Reba, it's cold up there.
Hey, man,
Every time I talk
grew
to
that
Mom.
banana. You will definitely, unless you got bananas in your trunk right now, you will definitely have bananas next year.
Yeah. G-Mom Grow says she gonna grow kumquat. You are.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you find it and you're gonna grow, and you're gonna have no problem growing. Our kumquat just stay outside. That is probably one of the most neglected and shampoo ginger plants we have, because I'm always like, what is this? Oh, and it got fruit on it. Did you see it?
What's up? Is it Jackie?
Jackie.
Okay. What's up, Jackie?
Did you see the kumquat?
Yeah, that's not.
So. Yeah. No, not for. Because every time I talk to my mama, she like, it's freezing. And she lower than she in Virginia. She like, it's cold. I ain't going nowhere. So I know it's cold up there.
We ain't really, we had a couple of cold snaps, no freezes. That's why my bananas are still
showing off. Rack 14 on the way. Like, we got thousands. Look. When I say thousands of bananas hanging in our yard, y'all, we got thousands.
And none of them going to turn yellow.
Yeah,
but we can bring them in and hang them and eat them as dessert. But
it's crazy.
Green bananas, man, we got tons and tons of them.
That neighbor going to take the whole tree.
Yeah, we're going to get him a whole stem. He's Jamaican, so that's the way they eat them anyway.
What you gonna do with them bananas? So I'm gonna work on a video about homesteading, because a lot of people say I'm not a homesteader, or I want to be a homesteader. So you know what the definition of a homesteader is, babe?
Somebody who tries to be self-sufficient, who grows their own food, try to live as a minimalist, pretty much.
Mhm.
And it's more of a mindset than it is the actual doing, because it's really hard for anybody to just live off the land. There's some people that do it, but very few people could do it today because people got bills.
Yes.
So you got to go to work.
So, we started showing some of the things we do to be self-sufficient. We always talk about, well, we make our own, we are Grow Zone 9A now, Maryland. We always say we make our own soap, we make our own cleaning supplies, we make our own. So we decided, well, let's share it with people so they can see how easy some of these things are. Even little tips like making your own butter and, whatever it is, coconut flour, coconut oil, all these things can be done. I don't know if y'all be on Instagram, but it's a whole new breed over there. So most people think that we do this because we broke or can't afford to do nothing else. But we always say that it's a great skill to have. You may not need to use some of these things today, but for the most part, we do, because what's in these stores is not our friend. So if we learn how to make and produce our own things, we will be a lot healthier and a lot safer in life. So we try to share and encourage people that, hey, just try it. It's easy. It's fun, and it's a nice skill to have. So trying to teach people and show them what self-sufficiency look like, getting away from having to depend on the store so much. Little things. I can make my own washing powder and I don't have to go buy none all the time. So it's the little thing. G-Mom Rose said, wait, what? So the skills, look, not broke, but having skills. Knowledge is power. And a lot of people don't understand that. And we just try to share that. Knowledge is power. And just sometimes, like, I dropped a short today saying that about making butter. Most people are like, I ain't making no butter. I ain't shaking no jar for 10 minutes. Get you a husband and let him shake it. But then,
yeah, girl, go to the store.
You go to the store. They tell me, carry your cheap tail to the store, or you must be broke. We ain't broke. But guess what? If one day, for some reason, now they already had us sitting in the house and going out to the store when they said you can go to the store. Then what if they say you ain't going to the store because the stores are closed too? They at home. I ain't got no butter. But my neighbor down the street got cows, and I can go down there and get some milk and get that cream off there and make my own butter. But at least you'll say, oh man, I did see this lady one time. And guess what? The internet is down. We ain't got no social media. I saw this lady make butter one time, and I think all she did was put heavy whipping cream in a jar and shake it. Let me try that, because I saw it and it made me think, oh, I can do this. Oh, I ain't got no cleaning supplies. You got vinegar, you got cleaning supplies. So it's the little things. It's not about being broke. It's a different mindset when it comes to homesteading, and it's being self-sufficient. If you ever go in survival mode, a lot of people going to be hurt. We are not going to be hurt. Whoever come after us going to be hurt, because it's going to be people who want to come and get what we got. But you have to be ready for them too.
And just like, our friends got cows and they got the milk. I mean, we got other things. So how about let's take them a basket of this and get some milk. That's the importance of community. That's the importance of having people like-minded around you. So if you can't do something or you don't do something, somebody else that you know do, and you can trade skills with them.
G-Mom Girl said they probably like store-bought tomatoes talking about being broke.
Oh man, they ruthless over there.
Let me tell you.
There's some great people over there too that actually really want to know this kind of stuff. And like a lot of us, if you grew up a certain way, you don't know these things. Mm-hmm. So you have to actually go out and get these skills.
Yeah.
But some people don't even know these skills exist. So this is some of the things that we are doing. We went to this festival last weekend.
Man, that was amazing. Like,
so the way they did it back in the day, we was able to see that and learn from that. And one thing I was so happy about, there were kids out there.
Yes.
So this stuff is being passed on. Not passed on enough, not to where enough kids are picking this skill up, but it is people out there that's passing this stuff on to their kids, and these kids gonna grow up and they still have these skills and pass it on to the world, which is very, very, very important because we don't know what the future brings. Nobody saw that pandemic coming.
Nobody.
So we don't know what's coming next.
Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but we didn't see it coming the way it came.
No. And when they keep you in the house,
and they shut them stores down.
Yeah, the people who actually produce these products got to stay in the house too.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for them to ship out to these stores.
And we ain't shipping no rabbits because the post office closed.
So to be able to get stuff that you can actually produce and you can eat, maybe you're gonna eat the same thing all the time if you actually growing or producing your own food that you're gonna eat. Unlike other people who not gonna be able to eat.
They're gonna go in survival mode and they're gonna be dangerous because they coming after the people who grow their own, make their own, prep their own, all that good stuff. So, and it's not to scare you or anything, it's just these are things that can happen. So when we see silly comments, because to me it's silly comments, people saying that we do this because we broke or we lazy. Let me tell you, homesteading is not a lazy lifestyle. It is not a lazy lifestyle. It's an enjoyable. I love this lifestyle. I love getting in that kitchen playing and doing. We made butter because I was bored. Not because we couldn't afford to or we didn't have any. I was just like, let me just make some, let me let Bobby make some butter. He's Netflix and chilling. Let him shake this container. It was fun. And it's things you can do with your family and teach the kids. So you need these skills, and you need to be able to connect with other people with these skills. And chicken's crazy.
Yeah, they're the water bottle. Pick it out of there.
Hey, Melissa. Let me tell you, my cousin just came and got his sweet potato cheesecake brownies. He meant he was gonna get those brownies. So I made sweet potato cheesecake brownies. My cousin just picked his up and Thor was beating on the door. He said, I smell like I got a cat. So he wouldn't even come close to the door. But it is nothing like learning the homesteading lifestyle. It is not for the weak at all.
Urban farming, the hermit house. Yeah. So that is so true. If you can get your breeding pair of goats, all the stuff you can do with just that.
Yeah.
Is amazing. Like we decided not to get meat birds anymore because we could be totally self-sufficient on rabbits. And they
so versatile.
Yeah, and it's amazing. They taste really great. And you can do all kind of stuff with them. Yeah. I know that's not for everybody, but if you eat meat, it's better to know exactly where your meat came from and how it was raised versus, going to the store and
depending on test tube chickens.
Yeah, and then you got to recall because somebody did something silly.
So my thing is, look at us, and this is why I said I was going to do a video, because we are 1 acre suburban homestead. A lot of people think we got this farm somewhere in the country, but we don't. So can I get some rabbit fur after Denzel get his own?
I gotta make my coat fur.
But think about all that we do on 1 acre. I was telling this guy that came over here to look at some work. I said his dad was amazed at how much we got going on 1 acre. And I said, well, we can, somebody brought this to my attention that we do more on 1 acre than somebody can do on 5 or 10 acres. Because if you have 10 acres, your house is here and your garden is way over there. So you probably need to get in the car on the side by side to go way over there to get a tomato. So what you going to say? We're going to do without that tomato tonight because I ain't going to get it. Versus us, if we need a pepper or a tomato, we just step out our back door and get what we need and come back in the house. So everything is in close proximity, but everything you can do, everything on 1 acre. We do not have to eat pork. We do not have to eat beef at all. We have chicken, quail, and rabbit right here. We don't have to buy any quail. We don't have to buy any rabbit. We don't have to buy any chickens. We have medicine. We have drink, things to drink. We have fruit, vegetables.
And I remember,
what else do you need?
Yeah, somebody said earlier, do you can you recommend any something from herbs, medical uses for the herbs? But if you actually look back, my wife she used to do a medicinal Monday,
Mm-hmm.
where she actually go through the herbs.
They showing up.
She go through the herbs and tell you all the medicinal uses for that herb,
most of
and
them.
how to use them. So, and we grow,
Yeah.
Once
So
you
grow
find
what
out
you
how
can.
great they are, you can go ahead and grow them.
And it's simple things. So I always say anything that you grow, check the benefits of it. You thinking, oh, I grow guava, but I ain't getting no fruit. Check the benefits of that guava plant. The leaves alone, the leaves alone. Soursop. Sweet potato. Most people, I ain't getting no sweet potato. You got tons of vegetables there. You got tons of greenery. Cook it. Eat it. Look at the benefits of it. Turmeric, the leaves are beneficial. Shampoo ginger, the roots are beneficial. The stalk, the leaves. So always check all of your plants because you need to know. You need to know. Another one of those what if moments. What if things hit the fan? You'll know what's going on.
Being able to produce bananas from banana trees, but banana plant is completely edible.
Completely edible.
You just have to figure out how to do it.
And now is the time to know. Now is the time to find out what is up with this plant. What can I eat? What is it going to do to me? What is it good for? What are the bad things about these plants? So you'll know. Strawberry leaves are healthier than the fruit. I'm telling you. And
that's something I never looked into. So that's actually new to me.
Oh, strawberry leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked it out one day. I don't know if it was G Mama Groves said it, but somebody. I'm telling you, you have to find out and write it down. I got notebooks everywhere. I'm always like, where my notebook at? Write it down.
So
because
we have met some amazing people on Facebook, since we started engaging
Mm-hmm.
more. We've been talking to some excellent people on YouTube for the longest. And the skills, we actually interchange them. We get them from others and we give to others. So, because we got a great community that we learn so much and we do so much. So it is important to find like-minded people and engage so you can find out the stuff that's right for you, stuff that you can do to actually get this stuff going, And I always say, this is an amazing way to spend time with your family. Mm-hmm. Include your kids in this. Have them out there growing with you. And it may be a task at first, but once they're actually able to harvest and eat the stuff that they grow, it's going to be on.
Yeah.
And if they get to a certain age where they stop, guess what? They'll know to come back to that later if they need it.
It's there. And the thing with kids, they always say, oh, I say it too. So I guess I'm still a kid. Mm-hmm. I don't eat this and I don't eat that. Let them drop that seed. Let them take care of that plant and see that fruit. Let them pick that fruit. They gonna be like, what? Most kids don't even know where their tomatoes come from other than the grocery store.
And we realize now that a lot of adults don't know either. Once you get on Instagram. But the thing is, you can't really blame if you came from a certain area and lived a certain way. But you can't blame you if you don't actually try to find none of this stuff out.
Yeah.
We have been around homesteading families. Their kids are amazing.
Man.
Their kids are amazing. This is their life. This is what they do. They go out there and they work. They believe in putting in effort. They're always nice kids. They're always good, mannerful kids. So, I think it's something that you should engage with, no matter where you stay. If you live on a 4th of an acre, get some stuff started and make that part of the responsibility of your kids. Give them that responsibility So they could be like me. Once they get older, settle down, and they need something to fall back on because life is stressful. You need something to actually get your mind off of life.
Life stressful.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And gardening and raising your own animals will definitely do that. Like we had talked to a few couples. They could be going at it. But when it's time to go out there in the garden, all that stuff go away.
Yeah, they forget all about it. Hey, babe, look what's over here growing.
Yeah, look what's growing over here.
She ain't in there. Leave me alone mode. She like, oh, let me see. Forget all your problems are gone. Yes. So gardening is your therapy. Hey, J3. But and it's fun. You know, like I said, this Baker's Creek book is like getting that toy book. You enjoying that coffee, huh? It's great. You like hot coffee. This book is like getting that toy book, y'all.
Probably won't be able to sleep tonight.
It is. You might be in a bathroom all night. But that book is so exciting because the fruit and the herbs are pretty and they amazing. Y'all, we can grow beans all year round. Let me just say that. All year round. Because we can grow long beans when it's hot.
I don't know how long they're going to grow. But
I don't know how long they're going to grow. But we got a bean out there now that's almost big as Bobby. He ain't almost big as Bobby, but it's going to be longer than Bobby. It's crazy. It's crazy. Growing this stuff you learn. Like, I dropped these seeds in the summer because they said, oh, this plant loves the heat, is drought tolerant, blah, blah, this. I said, oh, let me drop this while it's hot. Ain't nothing else doing nothing. Drop the seed. It didn't do anything. Soon as it cooled off,
that plant was doing horrible.
It was terrible all summer. Soon as the fall, we got a cold evening or some cool weather. I was like, these things setting now. We got fruit. When I say it's amazing to see how big these beans are.
What's up, Butler?
So you can always grow something, you know, and you have to learn your area so that you can make sure you grow enough to put some away so you don't go so long without.
And if you're very new, you can't actually go by what everybody else said to grow, because it may be great for somebody in North Carolina to go ahead and grow it at this time of year, but here it's way too hot.
Yeah.
You know, so you find somebody close by and you can kind of get the information from them, or you can play with it.
Yeah.
You know,
you can test it out yourself.
Yeah, you can fail and then realize how to do it. And then next year you'll be on it.
That's an experiment. Yeah. Bobby, you been working out more? He looks strong. That's probably the coffee.
Hey, I've been trying to get it in, man. The old age is setting in, man. It ain't popping like I used to, but
I must be getting younger. Because sometimes my back is like, back problems where? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I forgot that was there. That long will be woody. Nope, not these beans. So we're gonna harvest one and we'll talk about it. But hey, pescatarian.
What's up, pescatarian?
We just started growing these beans over the summer, and they are doing great. Yeah, and they can get one bean can get the size of not the small can of beans, but a big can of beans. One bean, you can get enough. Man, you can get some food off one bean. So
some of y'all may know what it is, you know, and it tastes surprisingly just like the bean, the
string bean. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but it's humongous, and it is something that I think everybody should probably look into. But because it's not a common vegetable here, a lot of people don't know. Yeah. Just like the long bean wasn't. I mean, some people actually knew about it, but a lot of people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bean that gives you tons and tons.
So we're working on trying to get seeds from it too, which I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we'll talk about it soon. Would you suggest be let the garden go to weeds? So Bobby can talk about weeds, because I don't, horn ain't easy.
I'm not the best at that. kind of letting it all go to weeds and I like to keep my garden pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I do is actually once everything is out, I fill it up with whatever manure or whatever, and I till it in. Then I cover it up. That's to prevent the weeds from actually growing, so it's not getting no light, but it's allowing everything to fester under there and get the ground right.
So what do you
That's
cover
my
it with?
A tarp.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So a tarp that's not see-through,
Mm-hmm.
and just let it do its thing. Now, depending on the size of your garden, that may be tough to do, but that's my method. That's what I prefer.
Yeah, and I think it's good because I don't like weeds.
Yeah, and weeds, in my mind, the weeds are taking nutrients from the ground. Now, I could be wrong, but in my mind, that's what it seems like. So I prefer to keep all the nutrients there and then allow the plants that I put down to get all that.
So the only thing that make me kind of drag my feet with weeds is when I watch these people in these different countries and it's a bunch of weeds everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they got so much food too. And I'm like, hey, should we let the weeds stay or what? They in the woods just pulling food out.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes the plants compete, but you know, in certain situations, I guess you got no choice. If you're what you planted is going to overgrow what the weeds, then maybe it's great. So Butler Family Farm, they agree. They say you know, not to allow the weeds to fester. But I have seen people that do it. You know, I forget what they call it, herbiculture or whatever they call it. But to me, it's sickening. And weeds tend to grow faster than whatever you put in the ground.
What do weeds do? I got to bend over to get them or get down on the ground. We're going to have problems. So.
Yeah, the weeds, the thing is to get them while they're young. You don't want them to get them when the roots start set there and something.
Yeah, because our chickens don't go, when we free range the chickens, they don't go to our garden or anything. So any weeds, there ain't nobody scratching them up. They just will grow. They will just grow like crazy. Our chickens go to the rabbit hutch when they come out. Yeah. They race to the rabbit poop.
And see what I did with the rabbits. Okay, so our rabbit cages sit 3 feet off the ground, and all the poop dropped right beneath them. So what I did to get good fertilizer is I put some worms down under the rabbit hutches, so the worms can ingest that and give me worm castings and the rabbit poop, which give me a rich soil. And but my chickens like to go over there and try to take all my worms.
Yeah, the chickens go over there and eat all.
So whenever we let them free range, they run straight to the rabbit hutch.
The meaning of a weed is something growing where you don't want it to grow. I know, but you know, I watch these channels where they don't talk; they just harvest stuff and take it to the market to sell it. I guess in Vietnam or the Philippines or somewhere, and they grow a lot of stuff in weeds.
Even when we was in North Carolina to what's the name?
The Holts.
The Holts. Their belief is not taking the roots out of the ground, but just kind of chopping the weeds
keeping
down.
It down. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. I guess I have to look more into why that will actually work better.
What? I wish my dog chewed up my banana trees.
Really? All of them?
She mad at you or something?
My dogs don't even bother my bananas.
Throw a pee on them, that's it. And I saw what somebody said. Is that Nolan Thor? Actually, that's the chickens making all that noise. Thor asleep. Them the chickens. Oh my God. So yeah, the long as the crumb, it'll grow back. But
yeah. Wow. Why would they do that?
Oh my goodness. I have a garden, pick weeds. I don't like picking weeds.
Shawnee, your plants are doing really, really good.
Oh, my phone keep going off. I know my friends put in their order for this party. Louisa like, don't forget the candy. Bring the candy, lady. So you should definitely look into learning new skills. New skills are fun. They are, well, to me, they challenging. I know some people are stressful, but they are important to have, looking to something different to grow, because you don't know what different you might like unless you try it. And it's amazing. All of them. What? How? Why? What you do? Put her out?
I know she was saying that she was bringing them in at one point. So,
oh my goodness! Send us some pictures, Shawnee. I'm gonna go live. I just learned how to can. I'm excited about that. So it's exciting to learn a new skill. All these skills are fun and exciting, and you think about going back to the old ways. For the most part, they did everything by hand. So a lot of people say, well, to make butter, all you need is a mixer or whatever. Well, yeah, that take all the fun out of it. Letting KitchenAid knead my bread for me. Well, what if I don't have electricity to run that KitchenAid? What am I gonna do? I can't make bread. So I like being able to do things with my hand and learning what I can do with my hand, so that I can get these things done. So
and that's another thing, when people talk about, oh, you broke or whatever, like, what happened to people wanting the knowledge to be able to do stuff? Just to say, I have that skill, that knowledge, go to the store. Okay, well, I understand if you have a career that requires all your time and you got to throw quick meals together all the time. You can't never, take your time and put something together. Then, yeah, that's probably not going to be for you. But if every so often you like to cook a meal, why not learn skills that actually make you better or more self-sufficient at making them?
Yeah.
So, but I know today, kids ain't cooking. They ain't trying to learn that stuff. They want to go out fast food every day, all day.
I think they really reminded us this week that ain't nobody got time for that. Because let me tell y'all, like at first I was, mortified by some of the comments on Instagram. I'm just like, what? Why? I mean, we went from broke, lazy, crazy, and I'm like, well, why? Well, first of all, why we gotta be broke? And second of all, you can't be lazy and do this? So we just showing you a skill that you may appreciate one day that you saw. It might have just took 30, 45 seconds out of your life to see it, but hey, one of these days you might say, man, I'm so glad I saw that because I need it. But it's crazy. People are just like, girl, you better go on down to the store and get. Well, I know that's what I can do that. And I can actually get it for free because I know how to coupon. But that's not what we doing here. Like, we got a house full of stuff. In Reba. I know Reba been over there reading no comments.
Sherry like, I'm not even going to pay those people no ticket.
I can't talk to them.
I said, hold up, I'm here for it.
I said, I can't. Les, we praying for your sister. I hope she get well soon.
Yes.
I told Bobby, I said, we went from 1,000 followers on Instagram to 27,000 or something in like 3 or 4 days. And with growth like that come ignorance. And ignorance doesn't come in no form or fashion. No color, no size, no shape, no nothing. It's just ignorant. And man, I said, these people crazy. I would laugh at the comments. I'm like, these people crazy. And they would, and I told Bobby, I said, don't talk to them. Let them argue with each other because it's crazy. Like, even if I don't use these skills right now, I want to know them. I don't use a lot of the things. Look, I ain't gonna be in here squeezing coconuts to get coconut oil just because, for the most part. So I ignore a lot of things because at least I know how to get it, or I know how to make flour, and a lot of people don't realize the danger in a lot of the products that we buy from the store. So you better off making some of this stuff because it may not affect us right now. And we all do things that'll affect us down the road, but you want to get away from some of them. They may not affect me right now, but later when I say, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, you could have learned that 20 years ago instead of being ignorant.
And we can't grow coconut here, but somebody saw that video that actually can grow coconut where they stay.
No, they said they had a bunch of coconut in their yard.
Mm-hmm. And now they know exactly what they can do with it. And, it took, us just talking about it, letting them know that, for them to be able to have that knowledge and that skill. So
yeah. And She and Sunshine, these are real people, child. That's the scary part. These are real people in our world.
But I think, because of it being Instagram, like the demographic, the age difference is different. Like we don't, most of our followers are grown folks. And on Instagram, you got some younger folks in there too. So, and of course, all they want is some back and forth. And grant you, it's a social media.
Yeah.
If you want to grow, you need to be confrontational and, and all that. And, we decided if we have to grow slow, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But starting all this mess and
going back and forth,
complaining about everything.
Look, I could be making coconut flour rather than sitting there going back and forth with you. So I'm just like, and when we got coconuts, it was because Food Line gave me coconuts, and I was like, it sat on the counter for a long time. And then I said, well, let me make some coconut oil because I need it for my hair. But I didn't realize that, I'm making all these other things. And I was filming it. So I said, I might as well share it because I love this process. And I know everybody don't feel like, I know everybody don't feel the same way. And some people don't enjoy these type of processes, but some people do. It's a big world out here. And it's to each his own. And this is what I always say. That's why we have choices. We don't put this stuff out here because you have to do it. We put it out here because somebody want to know how to do it or know that it can be done. So we do share what we learn. But I'm on TikTok, but TikTok is nice.
Yeah, I mean even Instagram, like we not really studying it. It was a shock because
I was like,
we came from YouTube and Facebook where everybody is
so
all
nice.
About love and looking out for each other and taking care of each other. And then these people every day. They call you every day with a book.
Man, I'm like, just delete that. I said, let me just delete it. This morning I saw a comment.
Tell her, leave them alone. Because if y'all saw some of the comments, they came from me. I know how to get back at them without being nasty.
But I ain't got time to play. My thing is, I don't have time to play with people because we on 3 platforms and we have constant comments and questions. And I just let them have it. Do what y'all doing. If they cussing and talking crazy, I delete it. But I want to focus on the people that's here that want to know. Because me focusing on them could take away from answering the question somebody else because they get caught up like every second. We get new people. So Bobby said Bobby got time.
I'm with it. But the thing is, we are here for community. Mm-hmm. We want to bring all the like-minded people, good people who actually don't mean each other harm together because we want y'all to know each other and we want to know y'all too. because the world is full of noise and nastiness and trying to divide each other by any way they can.
Mm-hmm.
And
The devil is busy.
Yeah, we want to be that, hey, we come over here for the peace.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to, put garbage in our head. We ain't trying to make our life miserable.
I told Bobby about
kind
that.
of peace we can get.
I said, shut up. I told Bobby, somebody was like, aren't y'all Christians? And I'm like, we love the Lord. I mean, what happened? I mean, it's Halloween. This is all fun. What's the problem?
Wearing the costumes?
Because we were dressed up like Count Blackulas. I'm like,
let this be the last time you worship the devil.
Yeah, I was like, calm down. Calm down. Trust me, we were in bed before it got dark outside. Like, we ain't out partying, and we like getting out and seeing costumes. We like to see things and do things. I'm like, calm down, y'all. It's okay. But overall, woo, I was like, Jesus Christ. And I turned into the Grinch yesterday, playing on TikTok. I get to playing on TikTok, and I changed the filter thing, and I walked in the bathroom and was like, oh, it just changed like that. Like, my hands, everything. So I thought that was cute. But I'm like, I'm not the Grinch, I just thought it was cute. I think the Grinch is cute. But, it's all in fun. We got to learn to not be so uptight and have fun, and things, and not take everything so serious, because it's a big world out here, and we do try to spread the love and the joy we have in the lifestyle that we live and the things we do. But overall, we are all still human.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people are in their daily life afraid to be nice and be the good people that they are, because there's so many people that's out there trying to take advantage of you, or anything like that. And we love for people that I love, to be the good people that they are. Because since we started doing this, and the people that we met, we realized there are a ton of really good-hearted people that you would never run into on a daily basis, because they so guarded. People that hurt them or took advantage of them, or because they was nice, try to play them a certain kind of way. And we try to push that back. And like, we have united a whole lot of great people together, and it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we need each other. Mm-hmm. Look, Shawnee, I said this morning, I'm so glad my niece don't follow us on Instagram, because she would be over there going ham. She wouldn't get nothing. She probably would call in for work. Like, I can't even go to work, but I always say misery, and I tell, when you see that on Instagram, I say misery. We understand some people are miserable, and they need company, but we ain't them ones. So it's a big world out here, and all we can do is pray for those in need, and there's a whole lot of them, and they need prayer. But and keep doing what we doing. Don't let nobody, always say, don't let nobody steal your joy. Exactly. But don't let nobody stop you from teaching and sharing what you love, because gardening and this homesteading realm, everybody need it. Everybody need it.
And most of us will be totally shocked if somebody came up to you in the street and did something nice for you and then walked away. But guess what? People do that. And that's just how rare it is, and the people that it's done for are probably people that will do it too, but worried about what will happen, or how people will look at them, or how, if we get advantage of get taken of them.
That's right, Les. I remember when I went to, where did I go to? Pop Pies. Mm-hmm. How you say it? Pop Pies. One day. Pop Pies. Pop Pies.
We understand.
I went there one day. And when I pull up at the window, the dude said, oh, the car in front of you paid for your food. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, let me pay for their food behind me. And I know the average person would have been like, oh, well, thank you, with their food. But I was like, let me pay it forward.
But that's the person that actually would do that is somebody who just take advantage of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even if I didn't pay for somebody food behind me, it would have been on my heart all day, my mind, that somebody actually with doing that. You know, I would have constantly thought about it, like, you know, who were they? You know, what made them want to do that? How they felt? You know, what's going on in their life that make them so generous? You know, that would have been something that would have been on my mind all day.
Yeah, not me. I was just like, well, let me pay for the person behind me. I was like, well, first, how much is their food? So I was like, we ain't about to put no $100 bill. But I said, I can pay for the person behind me. He said, that's what you want to do? I was like, yeah. So, yeah, Jerry, that's me. And I told Bobby, I said, I can't do it. I said, you know, it's okay.
I came up a different kind of way, you know, and I'm, you know, I definitely would not step to nobody in a negative way. I tell people all the time, you know, I used to fight a lot when I was young. I never in my life started a fight. My problem was I never let one go. So even when it comes to words, you know, we you know, yeah, Jones and talking noise, I can do that. I can do it in a way that's respectful. I can do it in a way that if you're not smart enough, you won't even know that I said something wrong with you.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of that too. Some of those comments are funny. Somebody said that the washing powder was gonna make them itch like a heroin addict or something, right? Bobby was like, wow. Most of us don't know what that feel like, so
I said, thank you for your life experiences.
I was like, oh my God. These people gonna think that lady with the sweet voice. It's not me, y'all.
Just so they know, it's two of us.
It's not me. They always say, oh, you should narrate a book. I'm like, I'm just country. Somebody finally said, oh, I love the way you say "ba," and I was like, well, wait till you hear butter. I'm just country. But all right, y'all. We've been on here an hour and a half. Your coffee gone?
No. It's been a minute. I was missing y'all.
He did ask me yesterday. You going live?
We going live.
What do you do for your nana trees in the winter? In the winter?
There's not much I need to do. Soon as we get a freeze, all my leaves will turn brown and black.
So you don't cover them. You don't put anything extra around them or anything. And ours do good. Mm-hmm. It's just when the freeze comes. Mm-hmm. And then do you do anything after they freeze? And say if it warm up 50 degrees the next day.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this here. My front of my house is covered with banana trees.
And bananas.
Yeah, and it's the reason why most of the people who come through my neighborhood stops and stares in our yard. So if they all get real ugly, it's gonna look real ugly. My whole yard gonna look real ugly. So I try to minimize the amount of eyesore. You know, because if I lived somewhere where I wasn't concerned about that, I wouldn't touch them until the weather started warming up. But I'll go ahead and try to cut them back some just to get rid of all that dead foliage.
And it'd be a lot. Mm-hmm. But that's good stuff to put in your raised bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got a ton of them. And so that's what I do with them. I chop and drop. And once the weather starts to warm up, I go ahead and chop them down to the point where it look like they're done. So it'll die back down the trunk a certain amount, and I want to chop it to that point. And then they'll start growing from there.
So he'll probably talk about bananas, I'm sure, one day soon.
Well, we're gonna eventually have to harvest. It just depends on when the weather starts to get a freeze. We're gonna do a harvest, and I don't know what we're gonna do with all this stuff.
So yeah, I was just talking about Virginia. Yeah, I just told him a little while ago. I said, you know, your banana plant, you already have another rack of bananas, like rack 14. What's going on?
Yeah, that's probably the most we had in 1 year.
But this is a good time to tell your family and your loved ones, hey, I know what I want for Christmas. I want a seed starting kit or hydroponic system. I just dropped the link again in Facebook. If you want to check those out. Now they do have smaller systems, they got bigger systems, but if you are a new gardener, I think these seed starting kits are amazing. They come with everything, and they come with everything you need except soil, seeds.
I think the lights are amazing. The fact that they come with lights.
It's
amazing.
And the lights just snap right on top of the top. So your whole kit is right there. I think it's great, and it's an easy way to start. You don't have to try to think, what else do I need? What else do I need? All you need is a seed starting soil and your seeds and water. You know, I do spray the top of mine to moisten the soil, and then I water from the bottom, and you're good to go. With this hydroponic system, it'll do everything for you. As long as you got water down there, it's good. You can even attach it to your phone, and you can see what your machine is doing from the Caribbean. So, you know, definitely look into growing your own food if you're not. It's very simple, and you know, we are always here. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us or email us. We do have products for sale, so you can always send us a message if you have questions about anything.
So we got soaps.
I got a gazillion soap waters now that I need to get out.
We do have some honey.
I think we are out of cream. We are so out of cream honey. I think Instagram bought all the peach pineapple. So I'm not sure about honey. I'll find out in a few minutes. But we do have soap available and some other things. So
we do have merchandise. Black's Tropical. It's cold where you at. We have the hoodies. So check us out.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So if you are not subscribed to the channel or already following us, because Facebook, we have a lot of viewers that have not hit the follow button. I think most people don't understand what it is, but Baker's Creek boy can dig in your pocket.
That thing is dangerous.
Make sure you are following us. It helps us a lot when you follow us, and it costs you totally nothing. Now you can subscribe to the channel, and it costs you a couple dollars for Facebook and YouTube, and we would love to have you. We do little special things for is it our member channel? Members and subscribers.
And we will, as the subscribers numbers get big enough, do things separately just for them. But because there's not a whole bunch, it makes no sense to go live or do something and holler no people nobody show up. So but if you want to support the channel,
we're here for it.
There's a number of ways to do it. Subscribe to the channel. We definitely would appreciate it.
But hitting that thumbs up, sharing us out, or just watching our videos, you know, we appreciate that also. So I was gonna show y'all one of them chickens, but I don't know if Bobby can catch one. They show off because they got boots on, and they boots are filled out. I don't even know if he can get one.
They're gonna run over in the car.
They're gonna take off. They are some busy birds, but they are very smart. Because if I came up that hall before we put a top on this box, if I came up the hall and they were out, they got back in the box like they were never out.
One of y'all want to come? Let everybody see y'all.
They like, oh, you taking the top off? So I'm gonna show y'all them right quick. One of them before. I always say they got their boots on because they got hairy feet. I think they're gonna grow up and be cute.
They used to let us pick them up.
I still pick them up, but they probably ain't used to you. Woo! Woo! Uh-oh. So like, hey, hold up.
He said hello. He said hello to everybody.
Wait a minute, don't get my shoes dirty. So I think these are bantams. Mix. Excuse me? You say hello to the people? I think this a rooster. Look at these feet. That is a lot of hair. Snow boots. That's what I always say. You got your boots on. Come on, Thor. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Thor all in my lap. He like, that's my chicken. Mom, wait a minute, that's mine. So we're going to let them grow out some. And soon we're going to put them out there with the big chickens in another cage so that they can get used to each other. So cute. So Bantams usually stay pretty small. And my friend had all the chickens together. So we're not sure exactly what breed this is. So babe, they getting out the box. So we're not sure. No. Get back. No. So we're not sure what color eggs they'll have either. Like,
What
oh
color
no.
Bantams you have?
I don't know.
Well, we don't know what they mix with. So.
Yeah, we don't know what they mix with. Woo. Yeah, here's ready to go. Oh, the peach honey was magically delicious in some oatmeal. Oh my goodness. Looked like a Cochrane. So yeah, that's what I keep saying. It's a Cochrane, and that's a Bantam. Those fairy feet, black. Look at those. Y'all want to come out and play with me? He's so sweet.
Like he always been really, really good with all the animals. Well, we have rabbits walking on the floor, and
He's
he'll
just like,
today lay there and
just watch him.
Chickens
always
running up and down.
Walking on his head. He like, okay, you can walk over me. But all right, y'all. We hope y'all. We'll come back in a week and show y'all where we at with this grow system. We have everything. Every cell is full. So y'all have a amazing Thanksgiving. Do something you love with the people you love. Cook something good or just eat something good because everybody ain't gonna cook.
Don't forget about your friends and family and neighbors that may be having a hard time this year. Right? You could be the reason why they see another year.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Yvonne. We are glad to have you here. Brand new to garden. Bottom jeans and boots with fur. Hey, look. Ooh-wee. There's a whole bunch of them over there with boots on. When they were born, I was like, they got hairy feet. That's kind of cool. So they were like, them my babies. So y'all have a blessed week and be safe. You know, taking myself to south. Oh, south to the beach. You already in the south. At the beach.
She said she's going further south.
I'm going further
Well,
south.
she not close. Well, she is close to it's about an hour. Well, it's an hour from Daytona to Atlanta.
Yeah, about 45 minutes. I mean, usually sleep, so I know it's hard for you to tell. But yeah. So y'all have an amazing week, and we'll pop on eventually. We ain't cooking a whole lot of food, but we eating a whole lot. So I'm gonna eat a whole lot of turkey. Enough this week for the year, but then we'd be good. So we love and appreciate y'all. We want y'all to stay safe and grow something. Until next time, y'all.
Those deuces.
They're like, no, you gotta keep patting me.